Coming up, monkeypox cases are exploding in the city. Why getting vaccinated against it is a whole lot easier said than done.
Gray skies, but where we could see a few showers pop up by morning.
And yum, we've got a taste of New Orleans in the heart of New Jersey. We'll take you to a local hotspot, serving up some mouth-watering twists on a Big Easy classic, and a whole lot more. Hey friends, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. This is News 4 Now for July 7th. I'm Kay Ingram. Now y'all know we got to start with the biggest stories. And the first one is that the country is in the midst of the largest ever U.S. outbreak of monkeypox. A majority of the cases right here in New York. New York City accounts for a fifth of all cases. Cases have doubled in the past week, and the city received a fresh batch of 6,000 monkeypox vaccine doses. However, a glitch made appointments for them available before they were supposed to, causing them to be booked in minutes, and a lot of confusion after that. Now, additional appointments are expected to open early next week.
Almost everything we do has to be built from the ground up, from clinical protocols to help eagle-eyed clinicians identify suspected cases, to lab testing capacity in both our public health and clinical systems, to our vaccination strategy and messaging to the public.
So we expect another 1.5 million doses over the coming months. 800,000 of those doses should be allocated over the summer. And then the remaining 700,000 of that 1.5 million that I just mentioned will be allocated through the fall.
Vaccine clinics are open in Chelsea and in Harlem, but they're by appointment only. And you should also note that they're only limited to gay, bisexual, or other men who have sex with men 18 and older. Up next, get a load of this video. Firefighters are being hailed as heroes for rescuing a woman trapped under a CT transit bus in Stamford on Tuesday. The woman somehow got trapped under the front axle of the bus. Crews say she was conscious and able to talk to firefighters, even asking how long it would take to get her out. Firefighters were about to rescue her by using high-pressure airbags under the bus. We're told it took about 10 minutes tops. All right, so it's July 7th, but apparently one traveler flying out of LaGuardia wasn't ready for the 4th of July to be over. TSA agents pulled these jumbo M5000 fireworks out of the passenger's carry-on bag. Officials say the words warning, explosive, clearly printed on the side, should have been a clue that you can't take them on a plane. Up next, a lot of bees, 12,000 to be exact, made themselves at home inside of a Long Island home. The owner of the North Babylon house said that the honeybees took over a closet. There's even a wall of wax inside. Y'all, the insects were frequently seen buzzing around the driveway and the front door. A professional bee remover from the city took the bees out, and they're now in the hands of a beekeeper.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. Still looking at mostly cloudy skies, but a few breaks in the overcast too. So overall, a pretty nice evening. Still a little on the muggy side. 76 by 7 p.m. Clouds linger through 9 o'clock, 74 degrees, and we'll still be in the 70s heading into the overnight. We may see a spotty shower from time to time, but the key word spotty, definitely not a washout kind of a night, and it should be fine for the morning commute. Just looking at, again, mostly cloudy skies. 68 degrees to start the day in the city. Newark at 71 will be in the 60s from Islip and Bridgeport, as well as from White Plains, Sussex, Poughkeepsie, and down the shore.
In the middle of a long week, why not treat yourself to a decadent dessert, courtesy of the Big Easy? New York Live is here with a popular New Jersey spot serving up some incredible twists on a New Orleans classic. Check it out.
If you're looking for a little taste of New Orleans right here in New Jersey, get excited because today we are trying Bourbon Street Beignet. All right, well, I am so excited to be here. I have heard so much buzz around this place. Tell me about the concept.
So Bourbon Street Beignet is a new concept here in the Northeast. We make fresh to-order beignets. We make them from scratch using the finest ingredients. In addition to the Bourbon Street Beignet and the beignet itself, we want it to be like a New Orleans, Southern Americana theme.
So first, let's talk a little bit about your background, because people may know you from a little donut venture.
Yes, I started Glazed Donuts in 2014. So Glazed was a phenomenon.
Yeah.
I created, back then, which did not exist in the marketplace, an artisan donut. And it really grew and just went, I guess, viral. So I wanted to create something a little more upscale, a little more challenging, a little more diverse, and that's how I started Bourbon Street Beignet.
So for people who haven't been to New Orleans, explain the magic that is the beignet.
The beignet. So it is famous from Café du Monde, but if you go to New Orleans, you have to experience the beignet. And beignet is a choux pastry, so it's not really a donut. And the reason why it's not like a donut or a zeppoli, for example, there's more in the ingredient. You know, using good butter, using great flour. When you assemble these ingredients the right way, you create a nice, pillowy, chewy product.
Okay, this looks incredible. I don't even know where to start.
Well, you have to try the beignets first. They're nice and warm.
Warm, soft, perfection. Better than Café du Monde.
We have croissant flatbread, margarita, cheese pizza, and pepperoni pizza. We're really becoming very famous for our croissant crumb cake.
Okay.
So not only is the bottom layer croissants, but the crumbs themselves, it's all croissants.
That's to die for. There's a lot of food here, but I can confidently say that I am going to make a dent in this. Thank you
Good.
so much for
Thank
having
you.
us and
Thanks for coming. I
bringing
appreciate
this
it.
all to New Jersey. Thank you.
And it is a food fight over outdoor seating in one of Manhattan's most affluent neighborhoods, minus the actual food flying. Some are taking issue with the seating setup outside at least 2 pandemic-ravaged restaurants. News 4's Ida Siegel explains where the brewing legal battle stands. Watch.
Stathis Antonakopoulos says outdoor dining is the only reason his restaurant, Carnegie Diner and Cafe on 57th Street, survived the pandemic. But now his landlord at the swanky Osborne Co-op above wants the tables gone or else.
I believe they think because celebrities lived in this building, they have an entitlement of who's supposed to do what. You know, we're not doing anything illegal.
The city extended its Open Streets program indefinitely, allowing the Carnegie Diner to continue giving customers a view of Carnegie Hall across the street. But an attorney representing the Osborne says there's tables everywhere. Food and people are outside until later than 1 a.m. There are reports of crowds, people sleeping outside, maybe after getting inebriated at the bar. And if the diner doesn't go all indoors, they will be evicted.
Outdoor dining is still very important because to this day, we have some people that are refusing to eat indoors.
An attorney representing the co-op says the outdoor tables are a nuisance, calling it, quote, a 3-ring circus at 1 o'clock in the morning. He says the lease signed before COVID was clear. Outdoor dining on the sidewalk was not allowed. They were flexible during the pandemic, but now they say they want the terms of the lease to be followed.
The losses that we suffered during the pandemic, they're not going to go away with 6 months.
And it's not just Carnegie Diner affected. It's all the restaurants and businesses within the building on 57th Street. They are all subtenants and pay rent to a middleman known as 57th and 7th Associates, which is now in a fierce legal battle with the Osborne, with small business owners caught in the middle.
We feel like a pawn in a chess game that we have no control.
An attorney for 57th and 7th Associates did not return a request for comment. Ultimately, a judge will decide what becomes of the outdoor dining on this block. Reporting from Midtown, Ida Siegel, News 4, New York.
All right, friends, that's it for today's show. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you back here tomorrow on News 4 Now. See ya.